Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Batra, page 143b, top of the page with the words V'im. V'im hevi chamishim b'chli echad v'chamishim b'chli echad yatsa. V'im hevi ein lechatchila lo. V'is l'kedaita kol ki hai gavna palga hu afilu lechatchila nami. And if he brought 50 tenths in one vessel, and 50 in one vessel, he fulfilled his obligation. One can infer from the Brita that after the fact, if he had brought 50 tenths in each vessel, yes, he fulfilled his obligation, but he may not do so ab initio, which means to begin with. And if it should enter your mind to say that every case like this is divided half and half, it should be permitted to divide the meal offering into equal halves, even ab initio. That means even to begin with. Ahachi hashta, hasam manan zahadi, tahai gavra mi'ikara, likorban gadol komechavin. Hi, come Vishne Chelim. The others lo shall asoy l'chol Come dev shall asoy. The Gemara dismisses Rabbi Zera's objection. How can these cases be compared? There, in the case of the meal offering, it is clear to us that this person initially intended to bring a large offering, and the reason that he said he will bring the offering in two vessels was that he knew that it is not possible to bring the entire offering in a single vessel. Therefore, we bring in a single vessel as much as it is possible to bring, which is 60 tenths. In any other case, it is possible that the division should be into two equal portions. The Gemara concludes, and the halacha is in accordance with the opinion of Rav Yosef in three matters where he disagreed with Rava. In the matter of dividing a field between brothers, C12b, in the matter of whether certain actions are limited by the court session or by the topic of discussion in the court, C114a, and in the matter of half, meaning this matter whether an unspecified division in two parts is divided into two equal halves. Hahu desader piski yishar lebesi amar Rav Ami haruin lebanim ruin lebanos v'lo yamachan ela delesle kalasa aval isle kalasa arachasas shader. The Gemara cites additional incidents concerning a gift whose method of division was not specified. There was a certain man who sent swaths of silk to his home as a gift. Rabbi Ami says that in such a case, those swaths that are suitable for the sons' garments are given to the sons, and those that are suitable for the daughters' garments are given to the daughters. The Gemara comments, we said this only when he does not have daughters-in-law, but if he has daughters-in-law, it is presumed that he sent it for the daughters-in-law, and if his daughters are not married, it is presumed that he does not forsake his daughters to send to his daughter-in-law, so the silk is given to his daughters. Hahu Jamalahu Nixi Lifni Havile Bra Barta Umikarin Shilvare Berni Ulesaloki Lebarta Mi Isur Kaati O Dilma Lokarin Chilivra Benilo Moshka Libarta Bematana Kaati. There was a certain man who said to those surrounding him, I leave my property to my sons, and he only had a son and a daughter. The question was raised, do people call a single son in the plural my sons? My sons? And in his will, he came to remove his daughter, even from the tenth of his property that would rightfully be her dowry? Or perhaps, perhaps people do not call a single son my sons, and he came to include his daughter in the gift. Abaye said, come and hear proof that one does refer to a single son using the plural term of sons. This is interesting. Toshima. Abaye says, come and hear a proof that one does refer to a single son using the plural term sons, as it is written, and the sons of Dan is Chushim, Genesis 46:23. Rava said to Abaye, שהיו מרובים כחושים של כהנות, אלא אמר ובני פעלו אליאב. רב יוסף אמר ובני איתן עזריה. Interesting. Rava said to Abaye, perhaps this verse should be understood as the school of Chizkiah taught, that Chushim is not the name of Dan's sons, but that they, Dan's sons, were as numerous as the groups of reeds. Then we have a question, I don't know why I didn't ask. Then why is Dan's sons the only one who doesn't have names? If the sons of Dan is not Chushim, then why is Dan's son not named and every other one is named? It's not mustaver to say that. Rather, Rava said, one can prove this usage of term sons in the verse, and the sons of Palu was Eliab. In Numbers 26:8, it says the sons of Palu, just as Eliab, my sons. And Rav Yosef said this can be proved in another verse, and the sons of Eitan is Azariah. 1 Chronicles 2:8. So Azariah, Eliab, and Chushim. The gematria of those three. Interesting. Anyway, Azariah, Eliav, and Chushim. I don't know. Anyway, okay. That was that. Ahudam alahu nichsai livanai. Avili bara karuin shilevar bara bra o lo Chavivi Amar Karu Inshi Lebar Bra Bra Mar Bravashi Amar Lo Karu Inshi Lebar Bra Bra Tanya Kavate Lebar Bravashi Hambudara Nami Banim Utar Bibne Bani. There was a certain man who said to those surrounding him, I leave my property to my sons. And he had a son and a grandson. Literally, it says his son's son, his grandson. The question was raised, do people call a grandson a son, or do they not? Rav Chaviva said, people do call a grandson a son. Barbara Vashi said, that people do not call a grandson a son. In more comments, it is taught in Brighton according to the opinion of Barbara Vashi. With regard to one prohibited by a vow, from deriving benefit from a certain person's sons, is permitted for him to derive benefit from the sons of that person's sons, as they are not included in the term sons. Interesting. And it stays there. Oh. Okay. No Mishnah. Do you know Mishnah? The Mishnah Torah? Okay, Mishnah says, Haniach banim gedolim ktanim. Hishbichu gedolim es nechosim, es hanechosim, hishbichu leemtza. Im amru rao mao sheniach aba, hare anu oisin ve'oichlim. Hishbichu leatzmon, v'chein ha'isha, shishbicha es hanechosim, hishbichu leemtza. Im amru rao ma shehaniach li bali, hare ani oise oveocheles, hishbicha leatzmon. Okay, the Mishnah says that in the case of one who died and left behind adult or minor sons, if the adult sons enhance the property, they enhance it so that the profit goes to the middle, meaning that it is distributed among all heirs. If the adult sons said from the outset, see that which our father left behind, we are going to engage in business with our share of the property and profit from it. Then they enhanced the property for themselves. And similarly, with regard to a wife who enhanced the property of her deceased husband, she enhanced it so that the profit goes to the middle, meaning it's divided between her and the heirs. If she said, see that which my husband left me, I'm going to engage in business with my share and profit from it, she enhanced the property for herself. The Gemara says, now we're talking the Gemara, Amra Chaviva Berei Rav Yosef Berei Rava. Mishmei Rava. So Rava's grandson. Amar Rav Chaviva Berei Rav Yosef Berei Rava Mishmei Rava. Lo Yishanu Ela Shishavchu Nechasim Machmas Nechasim Aval Shavchu Nechasim Machmas Atzmon Ishbichu Liatzmon. Rav Chaviva, son of Rav Yosef, son of Rava, says the name of Rava. He's saying in the name of Zayde. They taught this halacha only with regard to where property was enhanced on account of the property, meaning the heirs invested money from the common inheritance in order to enhance the property, and their input was only in the management of its investment. But if the property was enhanced on their account, meaning on account of the efforts of expenditure of the adult sons, the halacha is that they enhanced it for themselves. Any, is that so? Amar of Chaviva, Amar of Chanina, I'm sorry. Amar of Chanina, Afilu lo yiniach lahem avian ela. Is that so? But doesn't Rabbi Chanina say even if their father left them nothing but? Maybe we'll start from the Gemara next time, just to keep the idea.